These are 10 astounding facts about this talented Spanish football star who made the world appreciate Spain. Probably the most promising youngster currently coming up is Lamine Yamal. With extraordinary ball skills, invention, and composure, at 16, the world has fallen for the youthful forward. Obviously, one can see such brilliance about him, having achieved widespread fame in just no time. Although so many people know that Lamine Yamal is a promising personality, the strange and interesting life, career, and nature of the person only builds an exciting wave. Here are 10 weird facts about Lamine Yamal, beginning with his rise to top of Spanish football and end on on-field personality. Number 1. A star born in the heart of Catalonia. Lamine Yamal was born on July 13, 2007 in the municipality of Esplugues de Llobregat of the Barcelona metropolitan area. He is from a Moroccan origin family, and thus his unique background is a reflection of the multicultural nature of Spanish football. He was taken through the game by his dad, who was also an ex-footballer. At an age when most kids just play around, he introduced him to the game. That passion would propel him into the world's top football academy. Growing up under the shadow of the famous Camp Nou stadium in Barcelona, the boy was subjected to the finest football culture on earth. Therefore, going to the famous La Masia Academy in Barcelona, Barcelona's lauded youth academy was just an expected step for his improvement. Number 2. Lamine has a football-loving family. Not all of Lamine Yamal is the son of a footballer. His father played amateur football, and it is him who shaped his early relationship with the sport. It's not just his father, though. His uncle was a former player, and it is also he who made his passion for the game. Lamine's development seemed smooth because his family really understood the sport and culture. They let him grow steadily without pushing him too hard because they balanced support and encouragement. This kept Yamal grounded to his goal of becoming a professional footballer. Number 3. Incredible journey through La Masia. Lamine Yamal has had a very humble background, coming up through the famous youth academy of Barcelona known as La Masia. He has indeed had a spectacular rise at such a tender age of 7 when he joined the youth program at Barcelona. His technical ability on the field impressed his coaches and fellow young players. At just 15, Yamal impressed scouts and coaches alike with mature performances for Barcelona's young side. Yamal is different from most of the young talents because he moves at a very fast rate. While most of the young players take years to break into the first team, Yamal was promoted to the senior squad in 2023 at the age of 15, making him the youngest player to ever feature in a competitive match for Barcelona. Number 4. Barcelona City Youth youngest player in its history gets ageless debut. Lamine Yamal officially entered Barcelona in September 2023. He achieved something that few players have done. He is the youngest player to play in a competitive match at the age of 15 years old. He gave an instant impression on the pitch and broke the record for the youngest player to play for Barcelona. There were quite a few magical moments in his debut, as he showed the world his wonderful vision, flair, and dribbling. Yamal showed his skill in a very true sense, as being a child's reflection rather than an outcome of childhood. Number 5. Spain's international glory. Besides his impressive records at home, Yamal is already known abroad. When he was 16 in 2023, the Spanish national team called on him, which further symbolizes his fast-rising stature as one of the best young players in all of Europe. He was among the youngest players who received a call to Spain's senior team after he made his La Roja debut in November 2023 in an exhibition match against Malta. He has been compared with the best Spanish players in history, such as Lionel Messi and Andres Iniesta, because of his speedy ascension in both Barcelona and the Spanish national team. Indeed, such high praise could sound exaggerated, but it actually testifies to the high standing in which the football community holds Yamal. Number 6. Messi has a lot to do with what he is capable of in the field. No one has a secret that Lamine Yamal adores Lionel Messi, and the Argentine legend has left his mark on his game. From dribbling to playmaking, Yamal has been likened to Messi because of the similarities in their playing styles. Yamal used to watch Messi's amazing show at Barcelona and tried the same moves on the playground many times. The best part of this influence is that Yamal now shares the dressing room with the successor of Messi at Barcelona, and the young winger often receives advice from his senior players. Messi left Barcelona in 2021, it has left a huge hole, but the emergence of Yamal provides hope that Barcelona can again have the world's best talent to base their team around. Number 7. The complete versatile forward. Undoubtedly, the most exciting aspect of playing for Yamal is that this is a versatile player. Yes, though the player is an attacking midfielder, swinger, Yamal can play across the entirety of the forward line. Dribbling, vision, pace make him a constant threat whatever the position on the flank, whether left wing, right wing, or even centrally positioned. The reason he is in high demand is because his ability to fit into any role allows Xavi Hernandez to have complete freedom in experimenting with the formations and attacking patterns used in a Barcelona match. Yamal's flexibility has already put him alongside some of the best players in the world and quickly earned him trust from coaches and teammates alike. Number 8. Youngest player from Barcelona to score in La Liga. Yamal made another record in a game against Real Betis in September 2023 when he became the youngest player in the history of Barcelona to score in La Liga, aged 16 years and 40 days. This made him the same age as former Barcelona player Bojan Kirkic when he scored the team's first goal in the top division of Spain. Apart from making him a legend in Barcelona's history, this reminded everyone of his huge potential. Scoring at such a tender age in one of the toughest leagues in Europe is surely noteworthy, and it means Yamal is ready to take on more responsibilities over the coming seasons. Number 9. Video games and music addiction. Off the pitch, the youngster has a relatively very calm lifestyle. However, in comparison with most teenagers, there are a myriad of pastimes that keeps his hand and mind busy with an entertainment system. One hobby for the youngsters is that of video games, including games about football simulation, practicing for what they do every other time on the pitch in the simulated environment. Yamal confesses that FIFA and the other eFootball versions constitutes an ideal game wherein players confront their opponents, even friends. Apart from gaming, Yamal is engaged in another passion of music. Through his ears, he exposes himself to lots of varieties, which also allows him to take long breaks, keeping his head cool, especially when considering the strain of being a young professional football player. Number 10. Motivate children gamers around the globe. Yamal is very humble and development-oriented even when his skill is enormous. And at such an early age of success, he's a model to many young people around the world because of his maturity and professionalism on and off the game. This would only work if he could be brought to the surface, as it is already focused on a raise in his game and how he supports his team, putting aside the pressures of having all the attention placed upon one who is among the young playing up front. He is an incredibly talented hard worker, with many being certain that the future will have him popping forth amongst the most incredible young footballers. And so, very many people cannot wait for how the future may dictate in relation to his prosperity over the years ahead. Lamine Yamal is an upcoming bright young player who has, very early on, begun to cause interest from fans all over the world because of his rapid promotion up the ranks of both Barcelona and the Spanish football tiers. With this very particular confidence of technical competence, flexibility, and maturity, Yamal has marked himself as one of the few players who, in not so distant a time, will be considered the world's best. Whether it is, by the way, his fantastic debut season at Barcelona, the passion for video games, or perhaps his fame as an international icon of juvenile talent, Yamal will come out to be one future superstar. Where this kid will go from there remains to be seen. Learning how a brilliant young lad might even learn how to keep going on football will take time and includes everybody.